Crown Vic Crew. Today we're going to be talking about why the Crown Victoria was the greatest car ever built by Ford, or just the greatest car in general. Now before I start this video, I already know I'm going to get hate comments. Do it! Saying, you don't know what you're talking about, you're an idiot, you don't know anything about cars, this and that. Just by them looking at the title, just by watching the first couple seconds of the video. So I encourage you, if you're going to leave a hate comment on my video, whatever, please hear me out before you type something in the comments. Just hear me out, hear what I have to say, and then if you really still think that through the end of the video, then you can leave your comment. Just want to show you guys that right there, new Interceptor sticker on my push bar. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you guys would already have seen that, so make sure to go follow me over on Instagram to go see all the latest updates and stuff that happened to my car. Just wanted to throw that in there real quick before we start the video. Now, when I first was in the market looking for, ex-cop cars, I was told by almost every single person to stay away from these cars because they were junk. Not just the Crown Vic, but the Taurus, the Explorer, the Chargers. I was looking at a whole bunch of different ex-cop cars, and I was told by my mom, my dad, uncle, stepdad, everyone, stay away from them, they're junk. Police beat up the hell out of these cars, you're going to have tons of problems, watch. And when I still said I still want one, they're like, alright, you're going to regret it, watch, after a couple months, something's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I still went with it. But with all that negativity, when I bought my Crown Vic, the first couple weeks I was really scared the transmission was going to go. I was just, all that negativity was in my head thinking something bad's going to happen to my car. And they couldn't have been more wrong. Now just to give you guys a little bit of details or insight, my car is a 2010 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. I bought it with 83,000 miles. It's currently got 106,000 miles. I bought it a year ago, back in October of 2016, so I'm going on 2 years with this car, and I can honestly say I have not had many issues with this car at all. All those issues that people were saying, stay away from these cars, transmission, this and that. The only problem I had that was probably a major issue was the steering column recall, which I really don't consider an issue because it was fixed for free since it was a recall. And the only things I've had mechanical wise that I guess you can say I've had issues with was driver's door window does not go down anymore, and my AC doesn't work. That's it. That's the only problems I had really with my car. That's just to give you guys kind of a background about my car. So let's compare my car, for example, to some of the other cars out there that are pretty reliable. A lot of people buy them for the reliability, like a Toyota Camry, a Honda Civic, or let's say a Subaru platform. All really reliable cars, right? Now, when I was first looking for cars, that's mainly what my family told me to get. Get a Honda Civic, get a Toyota Camry, really, really good, reliable cars will last you forever. Yes, while that is all true, I'm not hating on those cars whatsoever. They are very, very good, reliable cars. A lot of safety ratings, this and that, but there's something very, very different between those cars and this car right here. Those are driven by a civilian on the daily, while these were driven by police 24/7, 7 days a week, all day, every day. And the reason I say that is because civilians do not drive their cars all the time. Their cars, you go out, you go to work, you park your car, you go to the store, you park your car, you come back home. You're not in your car driving it 24/7, all the time, constantly working the vehicle. When these cars were in service, these cars were constantly, not every second of the day, obviously, but for a majority of the day, for a majority of the week, these cars were in constant motion. These cars were constantly being worked. Once one officer was done with his shift, he would come out, another one would go in, and that would happen from week to week, month to month, year to year, until the car got retired. My car got retired at 75 or 73,000 miles. So just imagine that, 73 or 75,000 miles of being worked by police. These cars were constantly, like I said again, in work, idling hours. One officer gets off shift, boom, another one jumps in it. So these cars were constantly moving. They were constantly being worked. Against the civilian car, civilians don't run it the way police do. So just take that into consideration. These cars were run, some of them are even retired over 100,000 miles, near 100,000 miles. Mine, like I said again, was around the 70,000 mark, and I bought it with 83. I'm the third owner. So just take that into consideration. These cars are put to the test through the police departments, and once that's done, they retire it to civilians or taxi cab services, and these cars run for another 100, 150,000, 200, 300,000 miles after being put to that much work through being a police car, which if you guys see police, you know, if they're an emergency or whatever, they're not going to take it light on these cars. You know, this is their department's cars, you know, so if they got to get somewhere, they're going to rely on this car to get them there as quickly as possible. So they're not going to take it easy. These cars definitely take some abuse. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of the point I'm trying to get across. That's why these cars, in my opinion, are one of the best cars. I mean, if this car can take the abuse, this car can be being run 24/7, 7 days a week for 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 miles, and then be retired to a civilian or a taxi cab service, and then run, you know, good. I'm not saying perfect, but run good for another 150, 200,000, even 300,000 miles. That is insane. I guarantee you cannot find a car as cheap as the Crown Vic and as reliable as the Crown Vic and put as much abuse that the police put into this car into any other car, and, you know, have it run as long as this. I know some people who have Crown Vics, a 2000 Crown Vic, and they're still running today. That's an 18-year-old Crown Vic that was used for police work, and it is still on the road today. I guarantee you, you do that to a Toyota Camry, a Honda Civic, it will not last. Even some of the newer police cars, like the Dodge Chargers and stuff, I heard they already have a lot of issues. The transmissions are going around 50,000 miles, which is crazy considering, you know, these cars stopped production in 2011, and, you know, they're still in service. Some of these are still in service, being used in police work, which blows my mind. So that's where I'm going to end the video off here. I just wanted to make a quick video on my opinions, and I know a lot of people will agree with me, and I'll probably get a lot of, you know, hate comments and stuff like that, but I mean, like I said again, I can't really see any other car that's out there on the market that you can put through that much abuse that is as cheap as the Crown Vic and will last you as long as the Crown Vic. If you do, please let me know. I'm not being sarcastic or anything, just if you honestly do, please let me know. But I mean, you can tell anybody these cars are workhorses. You can literally run these cars into the ground, and, you know, they'll last you forever. I've made many videos on my channel before about the pros, about why you should buy a Crown Vic Police Interceptor, why it's good for your first car and stuff like that. But I just generally wanted to get it out there to you guys about why this is the best car. So if you guys are looking, if you guys were on the fence, please take into consideration what I said, and maybe it'll change your views a little bit about these cars. Now, by any means, does that mean you're never going to have issues with the car? Absolutely not. You know, it is possible your transmission can go. It is possible something, you know, can go. Absolutely. That's with any car. But it's not so common in these cars as where it is in, you know, say the newer Interceptors. And if anything does go in this car, for example, if your transmission does blow or anything happens to it, you can literally buy one, get it installed for under $1,000. Obviously, depending on where you live, it might be a little bit higher, it might be a little bit lower. Someone in our area that will, you know, replace your transmission, obviously not with a new one, a used one, but replace it and install it for about $1,000, which is crazy cheap considering some of the other cars. You're going to be paying more than that just to get the transmission itself. So I hope you guys learned a little something. I hope you guys take into consideration what I said about these cars. They're really awesome, badass cars. If you guys want to check out more videos, you know, acceleration videos, the pros, all that stuff about this car, check out my channel. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We're really close to 7,000. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one.